Hello, Jerome's. Hope you're having a great, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. If you're here in the Twin Cities Metro, it's probably raining, but what can you do? Just take a moment today to honor and respect the memory of those who gave their lives in service to this country, the greatest country in the history of the world. I mean, their sacrifice allows us to have so many freedoms. Like us, we get to sit here, talk ish about sports ball all day, every day, right? So trust me, that gratitude is certainly not lost on me, and just take a moment today and say thank you. So hard pivot from that to so Kirk Cousins was better than Aaron Rodgers last year. Full stop. Production value. That's the entire video, right? And I know it's a tough pill for Packers fans to swallow. Also, I feel like macro wise, like it really is hard for like the mind to catch up with trends, right? It's hard to digest that. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, who was once the baddest man on the planet, oh, he's bad now. Oh, he's lost his step. Oh, he's lost his fastball. Or Kirk Cousins, who has been the whipping boy by the national media for many, many years, as just being this milquetoast system quarterback, massively overpaid, all the insults that we've, Vikings fans have tossed at him as well. But he was good last year. And also 8 greater than 12 last year. And we'll dive into why. And also, it's tough for Packers fans. They don't recognize that he's been in severe decline for the past 3 years, right? Ever since he walked into a bar, it's been over, right? Plus, Rodgers and the 12-year-old boy are butting heads already. So that's going to end in a divorce, a pretty messy one as well. Who gets the kids? Oh, they don't want to spend time with dad? Oh, sad day. Meanwhile, Kirky slid into the Kubiak offense like a warm bath, just like, it's nice. And played extremely efficient football and even won himself a playoff game, first of his career. Yeehaw! Let's go, right? But let's take a look at the numbers, production value. So Kirk Cousins versus Aaron Rodgers in 2019. Looking at all the major statistical categories as well as some of the ratings. Completion percentage, Kirk, 5th in the league, Rodgers 21st. Touchdowns, both tied at 11th in the league with 26. Yards per attempt, Cousins 7th, Rodgers 17th. Quarterback rating, Cousins 4th, Rodgers 12th. QBR, Cousins 13th, Rodgers 20th. DVOA, Cousins 10th, Rodgers 13th. PFF grade, Cousins 4th, Rodgers 6th. Boom. So, yes, you can want to say, well, Rodgers had more passing yards last year. Yes, 4,002 versus 3,603. But as we pointed out, almost ad nauseum on here, bulk passing yardage is quite possibly the most hollow and misleading quarterback stat, because just because you throw for a lot of yards does not mean that you're a good quarterback. Like, are you throwing for a lot of passing yards because you have a dynamic passing offense that is attacking the defense, or are you throwing a lot in the second half of games because your ineptness and mistakes in the first half? Is that what you're always coming from behind? Just rack up a ton of passing yards that way, just like Kirk Cousins 2018, right? Jameis last year threw for 5,000 yards. Now he's a backup. Is anyone clamoring that Jameis is any good last year? No. Matthew Stafford, who had so many 4,000 yards and even a 5,000 yard season with Megatron, he might break the all-time passing record. Like, if he plays for another decade, he might do that, right? So, but is there anyone under any illusion that he's any good, or a top 5, top 10 quarterback? No. Also, Kirk, like I mentioned, he threw for 700 fewer yards last year, 2019 versus 2018. But can anyone plausibly argue that he was better 2 years ago than last year? No. So hashtag passing yards don't matter. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So by every other single metric that people judge a quarterback's worth by, black and white stats, advantage Cousins, QBR, quarterback rating, Cousins, and the nerds with DVOA and PFF, Cousins, right? Also the eyeball test, Kirk Cousins was a bad mamma jamma at times last year. Respect. He was an assassin at times. Yes, a lot of it was with Stephon Diggs, but he still does have one of the livest deep balls in the NFL. Respect where it's due. Also, Aaron Rodgers, he has literally lost his fastball. Like, that whole cliche is coming home to roost of 12. Deep ball is no longer on point. The velocity outside the numbers is no longer there, and that was devastating for so many years. Like, remember, Jordy Nelson, those back shoulder throws. Whew. That zip, right? But what about QB wins? Yeah, I understand that. But I was told that wins was a team stat. Right there. Boom. Jiu-jitsu. So I'm not even sure why this is even a controversial notion. I understand Packers fans will always feel passionately about 12. And also the national media will always be kissing the behind of Aaron Rodgers, right? But it is what it is. Kirk Cousins was by far the superior quarterback last season and will be again this year, right? Another full year immersed in the perfect scheme for him, as well as a great running game with Dalvin and Alexander Madison. Hopefully Justin Jefferson will be up to snuff with Adam Thielen, and I think they'll be good to go, right? Versus Aaron Rodgers, who's an octogenarian, whose teeth fall out whenever he barks at cadence, as he's already butting heads with a 12-year-old boy versus what kind of offense they want to run. Plus, they have no wide receivers besides Devontae Adams, who's not as good as Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, or Justin Jefferson. So, you tell me. You tell me who's going to be a better performer in 2020. My vote's a number 8. Yeah, it really is. But your thoughts? Cousins, over, Rodgers. Change my mind. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.